Alright, Shalom, Kol Halo Yamla Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi. All praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahweh is the name of the Most High Power, Abanawa, the Father of Spirits, the Most High Power, Yahawashi. Hamashiach is his only begotten Son, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, who gave his life for the sins of the nation of Israel and got resurrected on the third day, and is coming back in these last days to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. I'm just gonna get right into this. This is Proverbs 28:6. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. Proverbs 28:6. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. This is Proverbs 22:1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold. You know, scriptures talk about he that exalt himself shall be abased. So if you walk in perverse in your ways, you kind of in a way exalting yourself, because you despising those that have not the same riches as yourself. And if you poor walking in your integrity, you humbling yourself. You know, so he that humble himself shall be exalted, but he that exalt himself shall be abased. You know, good name is better than riches. This is Proverbs 22:2. The rich and poor meet together. Yahweh is the maker of them all. Proverbs 22:2. The rich and poor meet together. Yahweh is the maker of them all. You got a lot of people that think that they got their own riches by themselves. You know, the so-called white man, even him himself, he think he got America by his own strength, but that was given to him from the Most High, because we went off. But that's anything. This is to elaborate on that. This is 1 Samuel 2:7. Yahweh make it poor and make it rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. One more time. It's 1 Samuel 2:7. Yahweh make it poor and make it rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So the Most High, he's the one who's he's setting up and he sets up everyone on in their stead, and also brings them down. You know. Verse 8. He raises up the poor out of the dust and lifts up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are Yahweh's, and he has set the world upon them. You know, so the Most High is one who makes poor make rich. You know, one thing about this life is you gotta humble yourself. He that humble himself shall be exalted, but he that exalt himself shall be abased. It's like a what they call a teeter-totter, or what's the other one, a seesaw, where you got two people like on the rectangular shaped wood or whatever that is, on the set, sitting on the triangle, where you got one person go up and the other person go down. Where everybody goes up, comes down. So what you gotta do, you gotta humble yourself. When you humble yourself, you be exalted. But if you exalt yourself, you're gonna be abased. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. You know. Elaborating even more on this is Sirach 11:14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord. One more time, Sirach 11:14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord. No, it all comes from the Lord at the end of the day. Sirach 11:15. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from him. You know, and that's another reason why which we're poor, but we're rich in knowledge, we're rich in faith, we're rich in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But as you can see, this is not given to everybody. Everybody's not given the notice. That's why you can't really get mad if somebody can't receive it, or you can't even puff yourself up and think that you got it on your own. You know? What was that scripture? Why doest thou glory if thou hast not received it? You know? This is Get more on this. This is Sirach 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill, and this was the scripture that inspired this video. I just came across the scripture, which it touched me. It's very true. This is Sirach 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. One more time, Sirach 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. You know, we could compare this to many things. You know, one thing I could compare to it is talents. You know, you got things like the rap game and all that. You got people like Jay-Z. You know, Jay-Z, he's an alright rapper. You know, he's not that bad. But the Jay-Z is more honored for his riches than his rap skills. You got other rappers that's better than Jay-Z. You got underground rappers that's better than Jay-Z. People acknowledge them for the talent that they have. But when people think about Jay-Z and rappers like him, they think about certain albums that he sold, how much money he got, how much riches he got. That's what people think about. That's in anything. You know, you got a lot of people with talents that's better than the people. You know, you got more people that's credited more for their riches than for having a talent that they don't have, more than people who actually have that talent. You know, this is and we could compare this to many things. This is Sirach 10 and 31. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? So let's say anybody that gets more credit than a man who actually has talent. Now, when you lose that riches, how much credit do you actually have? Because you lost what you was credited for. But imagine the man that he was poor and he got credit for having the talent. How much more credit he's gonna be when he actually get those riches? That's how it is. Even today, you got these you got all these church pastors and so-called church leaders and this and that. They honored for because they got a lot of prosperity. People come to their church because they got prosperity and all that. But the true men of the Lord that's preaching the truth, they not really acknowledged like that. People treat them as nothing. But how much more are they gonna be glorified when they get the kingdom of heaven, when they get that crown on their head, with the true talents that the Lord Yahawashi gave them? This is Proverbs 18 and 23. The poor useth entreaties, but the rich answereth roughly. You know, the rich artists, it already spoke about in the beginning. I brought out in the beginning. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich. So we got a lot of rich people, but people call them I ain't gonna say a-hole or nothing like that, but a jerk or something. But that's another word. Which me personally, I don't use that word, but I'm trying to, work on my language a little bit more, But you got rich people that's perverse in their ways. This is Proverbs 14 and 20. The poor is hated, even of his own neighbor, but the rich have many friends. Scriptures also talk about how when a rich man speaketh, everybody hold his tongue, but nobody want to hear, roughly paraphrasing, nobody want to hear the poor man when he speak. Because you got a lot of people that's credit for their riches. They not credit for actually the self-proclaimed ability that they profess to have. They actually really credit for their riches. Even in the truth, you got a lot of men that's they credit because the name that they got. They credit for the praise that they get from men. They not actually credited for the knowledge that they self-proclaim. They profess themselves to have. You got a lot of men that's in the truth that's better than a lot of guys that exalt themselves. No way more than them. Got men that surpass men in the truth, but men still get that praise because they see other men praising them. So now other people praise them too, and that's anything. Anybody can fall for that. You can have somebody like a sports athlete or entertainer. Let's see, like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, for example. Kevin Hart ain't that funny, because everybody think he's funny. Other people think he's funny because people say that Kevin Hart is this funny guy. Other people want to think that, but Kevin Hart really ain't that funny. You know, people like Martin Lawrence is funny. Bernie Mac was funny. These guys are not to be compared with guys like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is not to be compared with guys like that. But you got people like that, they get the credit. Proverbs 21:17, he that loveth pleasures shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. I'm gonna get into this is Sirach 14:3. Riches are not comely for a niggard, and what shall the envious man do with money? Verse 14. He gathereth by the fraud in his own soul, gathereth for others. No, he that gathereth by the fraud in his own soul, gathereth for others. That he spent that shall spend his goods righteously. He that, verse 5, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. You know, you also got men that envy themselves. They just to impress other people. Subconsciously, they spend all their money up on vanity. All this expensive clothing, cars, this and that, just to impress other people. Can't handle their money because they so caught up in impressing others, you know, trying to show off. They become broke. This is also the woman was bring up. I'm getting to this Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Verse 24, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Verse 25, lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let it take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulterers will hunt for the precious life. Now you got a lot of that going on. You got that. You got on one hand, you got men that they go broke by spending money on harlots and all that. But also you got the woman that take men for child support. They marry the man and they take all his money when they divorce him. You got all type of stuff. Or they send a hitman out to get that man so he get killed. She could take his money. Got a lot of that going on. Verse Sirach 14:6. There's none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. Verse 7. If he do good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. You know, if he do good, he do it unwillingly. You got people that offer you things that they really don't want you to have. You know, you got somebody like let's say they come up with some money, and they buying this on themselves and buying that on themselves, and they offer you something like they gonna get you something too. But as they offering you, they hoping like hell that you deny that offer. They hoping like hell that you say no. You got people that offer food do that. They be like they have a plate of food, but like you want some, but they really just saying that to come off nice, and they really don't want you to have that. You know, so you be honest, man. You better off if it's like that. You better off not offering anything if you're gonna be like that. And then at the end it says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the end and at the last he will declare his wickedness. You know, he gonna what you call it? He gonna be like, as soon as you get into some type of confrontation or conflict with him, he gonna try to throw it in your face. Oh, I did this for you. I got that for you. You know, he ain't do that willingly. He did that so he don't come off with a bad name. Like, so he don't got a bad name of himself, or so he can look nice. That's why you really did it. He ain't do it out of the sincerity of his and kindness of his own heart. This is Sirach 14:8. The envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. Verse 9. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul. To come with that, and if anybody feel that way, this is Psalms 37:1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. You know, you ought not to envy none of these rich people you see, because they all I'm gonna say this. You got, let's say somebody like a Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is nothing but a cause at the end, whoever endures to the end in the truth, they're gonna get the eternal riches, they're gonna get the eternal glory, they're gonna get all of that. Much more than you expect to have.